Did you ever wish your child would never grow up?
It was like having a newborn baby. He was so tiny and it looked human-like.
Imagine looking after a toddler for the next 40 years.
She's my kid for the rest of my life.
For some families, this is a reality, their very own forever baby, a monkey baby.
I'm a monkey mom. That's my identity.
It's like a human baby that never grows up.
But the dream can turn into a nightmare.
I don't feel they make good pets.
The safety of the family is my top priority.
She would bite me to the point that she would draw blood. I would lose skin.
They are wild animals, and they bite.
There are around 15,000 primates owned in America, and many are more than just pets. They're monkids.
No, it's not my pet, it's my companion for life.
Adopting monkeys as surrogate babies is a growing phenomenon in the USA. The monkid community are devoted to these non-human primates and see them as part of the family.
They're my daughters. They're my adopted daughters. It's just a love that you can't explain.
My goodness me.
What do you say? Hello.
But many believe the monkid trend is out of control and are concerned about cruelty to the monkey and danger to the humans.
The surrogate child pet monkey phenomenon is not new. It has just had a resurgence, and it is getting so out of proportion. It's really horrible.
This family has discovered just how dangerous monkeys can be. In the town of Norfolk in Virginia, 31-year-old Sean lives with his pregnant wife, Sherry, and daughters Jalen, age 6, and Brianna, age 4.
The reasons for wanting to get a monkey were started when I was a little kid. As I was growing up, my father always had animals, and he grew up in Africa, so he was always around wild animals. So that's kind of where my fascination began.
Sean's family couldn't afford a monkey baby, which can cost $5,000 or more. So they bought an adult male capuchin for $500 a few months ago. But it's only now that they're really starting to pay. Shalad is an 8-year-old capuchin monkey who has had 4 previous owners. He's a biter and a challenge for Sean.
The ad that we responded to said, breeder monkey, not for a good pet. Well, I'm a stubborn guy, and I figured, we can change him. Nothing is mean forever. Dangerous animals have always fascinated me because there's always that risk.
Yeah, he's biting your neck. No, it's not. It looks like he's trying to.
After about a week, I had gone into the cage and went and physically grabbed him out. And I was covered, my hands were covered in blood because he just kept, chewing on me and scratching me. And it was so painful the first few times. He would just totally rip me apart.
Sean's kids were excited when their dad first brought home a monkey.
I was so happy when we got him because he was so cute when he was in his playroom.
But Shalad wasn't the cuddly plaything they had hoped for.
Remember when he used to bite me?
He was crazy,
and
Shalad.
Scratch me, and how you guys were scared to go near him?
And you guys called him Crazy Shalad.
He would shake the cage and scream at you.
He'd been biting and scratching him, and I was scared. Dad was trying to talk to Mom, and he attacked Dad.
Part of civilizing Shalad is keeping him in diapers.
Come, let's go get your diaper changed.
Baby. Nice Shalad. Hey. Hey, baby. Hi. You're changing your diaper, yes.
Monkid parents use diapers for their own convenience, but that can mean owners have to change them for around 40 years. To try and calm Shalad down, he has had what the monkid community call alterations. Shalad has already had his adult canine teeth pulled out by previous owners.
We did neuter him a few weeks ago, and it calmed him down dramatically.
Altering a monkey by having it neutered and removing its teeth may give the owner an easier life, but it's not natural for the primate.
They're trying to change what they are into something else to try to make them into this little human. They aren't little humans. They are wild animals and they bite.
What Sean didn't realize was that this new family member would start choosing sides in his human family.
With me and Sherry, he gets very aggressive when we're both in the same room. If he's in the cage and she gets close to me, he shakes the cage.
Shalad is becoming increasingly protective of pregnant Sherry and increasingly hostile towards Sean. Situations like Sean's, where the monkey is a danger to the family, are increasingly common. 20 states have banned private primate ownership, and the federal government has proposed legislation to control the practice across the US.
I'm against the legislation that is making it tougher for people to own them and enjoy what I'm enjoying right now.
Even with the bans and threat of restrictions, monkey adoptions continue. But that also means people are dumping them when they hit puberty and start to bite.
They lose their tempers very quickly, and their first response is to bite.
Do monkeys bite? All monkeys bite. But can you control it? Yes, of course you can.
With the right taming and training, you can have a monkey as a companion.
Being a monkey mum is a risky business, but the dangers aren't necessarily the top concern. Many monkey mums just fall in love with the monkeys when they're babies.
It was like having a newborn baby. I mean, he was so tiny. It looked human-like.
Yeah, like that. I think a lot of people get a monkey because they're so cute. And it makes a nice show and tell. It also provides for an empty nest syndrome.
I really don't think there's much of a difference between a monkey and a human baby. They still have the baby food and the diapers and the clothing and stuff. I have 2 infants for 30 years. You know, it's constant and never a dull moment.
Primatologist Catherine C. McKinnon has been studying capuchins in the wild for the last 17 years. She has observed firsthand in the jungles of Costa Rica just how different their lives are away from concrete and diapers.
Capuchins are found in Central and South America, and generally they live in pretty complex social groups with lots of individuals, different ages, both sexes. Capuchins are very active primates, and they spend a large part of their day actively foraging and looking for food. So a capuchin that's housed in a living room or even, a relatively large outdoor enclosure is not natural.
Animal dealers began to import monkeys to North America by the early 1900s. Capuchins were originally used by organ grinders to entertain the public. Importing monkeys for use as pets was banned in North America in 1975. Today, most pet capuchins are bred in captivity in North America. Backyard breeding of exotic animals as pets is a multi-million-dollar business nowadays. And for monkeys, it's a highly unnatural process.
When you have females that are used as breeding monkeys, that is, they're sped up in terms of the reproductive timelines, it's very unnatural and can have some serious consequences, not only for the infant that's taken, but for that mother as well.
The breeders take the babies within a few days.
They steal them from as early as 3 days old. Capuchin monkeys will live on their mother's back and nurse for up to 2 years.
One of the hallmarks of being a primate, indeed being a mammal, is a strong mother-infant bond. So, for example, if a monkey is pulled from its mother at, say, 3 days of age, you get the classic rocking, tail-sucking, hair-pulling, biting, these repetitive behaviors that infants do not do in wild groups.
Breeders say that the earlier they pull babies from their biological mums, the better they bond with their human mums. Justine is British, but now lives in America. She has decided she wants to be a monkey mum.
One of the reasons why I chose George, I know that the breeder, she has him that's already available, that's already quote, pulled from his mother. So knowing that doesn't make me feel quite as bad. I certainly wouldn't have done an adult monkey. All the research, all the other breeders that I've spoken to have absolutely said, you know, do not even go there. So hopefully I have a clean sheet to build that relationship with.
She's traveled to Virginia to buy a baby monkey she found on the internet.
It's a major commitment, you know, lived 35, 40 years, but ready to do it. Been married for 20, so I figured we've done that okay, so I'll be okay with the monkey as well. So I'm excited because they're so childlike and they're so human-like. My hopes are that he will be great for the family, that he'll be educational for all of us. I'm excited to see what Charlie, my 4-year-old's response will be.
Justine is about to meet her newborn baby boy for the first time.
Gail?
Yes, indeed.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How was your flight?
It was good. It was good. I'm tired, but it was good.
Did you have any immediate questions before we bring the baby out?
No, I don't. I don't think I do. I'm just excited to see him, and I think all the questions will come once I see him, I think.
All right. You want to put your pocketbook down, and I'll go get him, and I'll bring him out to you.
Great, okay.
Give me just a second.
Okay.
This is your mama. This is your mama.
Oh, my goodness me.
What do you think?
Hello. Oh, he's so beautiful. Oh, look. George. Hello, little man.
Oh, he's giving you faces.
He is. He's smiling and raising his eyebrows and doing all kinds of things.
Monkeys have a range of facial expressions that are often misread by humans. What can be perceived as a smile is actually an expression of defense or attack.
There's often a misunderstanding of some of the social signals that the animals use. For instance, a fear grimace or a face threat is sometimes looked at and interpreted by humans as a grin or a laugh.
Are you smiling? Are you smiling to me? You are.
Justine has a request.
But I'm just a baby.
Could I have a look at his mum and dad?
Sure can.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
This is the dad. Mom is on the right.
Okay, yeah.
And I leave the baby there. I would not bring the baby here because that would be adding insult to injury.
Yes, yeah.
And it would make her, she knows it's him. I don't want to hurt her feelings by letting her know that we're
doing what we're doing.
Yeah, I think that's teasing, and I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Do you not feel a bit guilty taking the babies away from the mom?
No, not at all. They know that in the first 30 days I'm going to take that baby. And by that time, they're kind of over it anyway. There's 2 moms over there that's been with me for 19 years.
Wow.
When they see me with a net,
I know.
and their history.
Really?
It's time for some monkey business.
And his price is $55.
Okay.
Baby George costs $5,500 US. Most young babies would sell for between $5,000 and $8,000.
Of his name, if you.
There you go. Thank you, ma'am. This must be tough for you.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
But
When you get
I know
attached
I've
to
got
certain
another one on the back of a mom.
Yeah.
That comes off next. And then you saw the other ones in his cage. Both of them are pregnant.
Yeah.
This in for you. Hug him up, please.
Thank you.
All right,
It's
Mr.
okay.
Mess.
All righty.
Okay.
To take an infant from its mother at such a young age really alters the developmental trajectory that that animal's on and changes it forever, with some unforeseen consequences potentially when they're adults in terms of aberrant behaviors.
Once the monkey baby has been adopted by its human surrogate mum, the real humanization process begins. Primate trainer Lisa has been showing monkey mums how to look after and tame their monkids for the last 16 years. A legend in the monkid world, 45-year-old Lisa is often called the monkey whisperer. Lisa has her own monkid, Mugwai, who is 16 years old and travels with Mum everywhere.
Is that your pet, then?
Is this my pet? No, it's not my pet. It's my companion for life.
Aww.
New monkey mum Justine is meeting Lisa before she takes baby George home for an introduction on how to be a monkey mum.
I bought a black cat capuchin male monkey. His name is George.
George? Are you really?
His name is George.
Like,
Curious George.
Curious George. The relationship that we are going to have with him in the future, and I always like to say family, because everybody that's with me is my family. We're monkey people, we're crazy people, and you just entered into our world.
People will have to consider if you can't take 100% and commit yourself to 40 years. I mean, I'm in it for the long haul.
Bringing up a monkid is expensive. If George lives to the age of 40, he is likely to cost Justine $70,000 US or more.
You can do anything to him. You can hang him by his tail, anything. I mean, this is what, the mothers do this all the time, you know? You have to remember he's a wild monkey, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, this is basically, I peed.
Baby George has wet the bed.
He needs to get used to diapers. His butt has to callus. And don't be afraid. He's not going nowhere, okay? This is very natural. We're not being cruel.
Yeah.
The mother is jumping from branches to branches. Makes you nervous?
It doesn't really make me nervous. I find it sort of quite shocking, you know, to see it.
Taming, you have to constantly be on him 100%. Serious things can happen.
Justine has a lot to think about as she takes George home to his new life. In a few years from now, George will hit puberty, and that's when the real problems can start. This family is experiencing firsthand what it's like to be around adolescent monkids.
Is he coming? Oh, no. Get out of
It's mid-morning in Oregon, Ohio. 36-year-old mom Charlene is changing her 2-year-old grivet monkey Michael's diaper. She has had Michael since he was just a few days old.
I fell in love with him. I mean, he was so tiny and so small, and I'm like, I don't care how much he cost, you know. He was in my heart right away. I mean, just like with my kids, I knew right away that they would be with me. All right. All done.
Today, Charlene's family are going to see her best friend, fellow monkey mom, Cece, who owns a pet shop. "42-year-old divorcee Cece is mum to grivet monkeys Ronnie, who is 4 years old, and Daisy, who's 3. Ronnie is just entering adolescence, which is making him rather feisty.
Ronnie and Michael are brothers.
They're full brothers.
Michael will also be approaching adolescence soon.
I do worry about his behavior changing when puberty hits. I know that he's going to become more aggressive and he's going to become more dominant.
While Michael's puberty is still a couple of years away, his brother Ronnie's behavior is becoming more and more threatening. The monkey moms are taking their monkids and human kids out to a Mexican restaurant. Cece's adolescent, Ronnie, is acting up today. Charlene's son, Jason, is the first to get chomped on.
Let him set, just hold him like saddle, saddle, saddle. What'd you do to him? Ronnie's a little feisty, as you could tell. He loves to play.
He nipped at my son. He didn't leave a mark or anything like that, but it's kind of like a dog when they growl at you. They're giving you that warning of don't cross this line or else there's going to be more consequences.
Then Cece's other monkey, Daisy, surprise attacks Charlene's daughter, Jenny.
Ow! I'm pulling your hair!
Monkey dad Chuck is aware that Michael may go the same way, too.
Michael's nipped at me, nothing major yet. I'm assuming someday he will, and it's a responsibility that I've had to accept and realize it's gonna happen.
It's time for the monkids to go home before they do any further damage. Despite the monkey's behavior, Charlene's human kids indulge their mother's devotion to their unusual sibling Michael, his brother Ronnie, and Daisy.
He's like my mom's baby.
He is like a replacement for a human baby because, like, you change the diaper, you feed him, you play with him, he'll cry if he's hungry or needs a diaper change or something. And then if he doesn't get a diaper change, he smells pretty much like a baby.
A human baby that never grows up.
But like many brothers and sisters, there is a certain amount of sibling rivalry.
Well, we were at the restaurant and I was holding him and he was trying to get away and then he bit me. It hurt.
Daisy was upset because her mom wasn't like paying attention to her, and when her mom doesn't pay attention to her, mom's gone, she gets vicious.
I was just kind of shocked that he did it.
I was terrified. I was like, because I didn't see it coming.
When monkeys attack in the family, it can have serious consequences, but the monkey is only doing what comes naturally in the wild. Monkey trainers claim they can tame your monkey if it starts to attack in the home. Primate trainer and monkey mom Lisa lives in Las Vegas but spends a lot of time traveling for her work.
For years and years and years, I've been working with monkeys. I don't know what happened. It's just I have a very great connection with monkeys.
God, those people.
Gotta go potty? I'm not a real big people person. I do it for the monkeys. Clean your teeth.
Back in Norfolk, Virginia, Sean has decided he needs help with Shalad. Lisa is on her way.
Sean has always wanted a monkey just like other people. They think it's the coolest thing ever. But the biggest thing is he didn't buy a baby, he bought an older monkey, didn't know nothing about him. If you don't establish alpha, the monkey's gonna run over you like crazy. Sean, he's not the alpha. He's far from it. He's not the alpha yet.
Techniques used by monkey trainers to establish alpha status are controversial.
One of the misconceptions people have is that they can train a wild animal. You don't train wild animals. If you talk to any trainers, they'll tell you, well, they might tell you how they train animals, but it's domination. They dominate the animal. And I have talked to trainers that said, all you need to do is just punch them right square in the face. They won't bite you again. Or throw them up against the wall and they won't bite.
To stop a monkey from coming at you, I mean, how do you stop a dog from coming at you? You got to do whatever it takes in your physical being to get away from it. But there are proper techniques that you use in doing a monkey. How to train a monkey is, you know, the way that you look at them and mean it. Your physical, you know, the way that you move, your movements, the direct contact, because in a dog, you know, they say that you're not supposed to have direct contact. In a monkey, you absolutely have to, or it goes through one ear out the other. These guys can do some really serious damage.
Hello.
Hey, monkey boy.
How are you? Can I hug you? Well,
Yeah, you can.
Oh, this is great.
That's Jalen.
Good. Oh, God.
And that's Brianna.
Hi. How are you? Are you good? Oh,
Nice to finally meet you.
Mom, how are you?
Doing good.
Is that Shalani, baby? Is that Shalani, baby? Oh, my baby, look!
It seems the monkey whisperer has already begun to work her magic.
This is absolutely crazy. Seeing him react to her like this, to Lisa, is just mind-boggling because he never does that with anybody else.
Hello, baby.
That's wild. That's crazy, huh?
I really, really like the cage a lot.
Well, hopefully, as our training progresses and we go forward, we won't have to keep him in a little cage.
It's time for the taming of Shalad.
Stay. Stay.
But first, they need to catch him.
Come on. Come on. Hi, honey. No, just don't even do that. Just let him calm down. Slump.
According to Lisa, Sean needs to get used to handling Shalad and establishing himself as the alpha.
Okay. All right.
Glad.
Calm him down.
Okay.
Talk to him.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Good boy.
It's okay.
Good boy.
Be a good boy. Be a good boy.
He's a 2-year-old child for the next 40 years of your life. You're gonna be saying no to him continuously. When does your monkey become a monkey that is going to be laying in your lap and sitting and watching TV? When is that gonna happen? When your monkey is tamed.
Right.
Lisa's monkid Mugwai has taken up residence in Shalad's cage while Lisa puts him through his paces.
Between the two of you. Cherry, can you come in? Sure. And just have a seat, just like you normally do.
Okay.
Lisa believes Sean needs to become the alpha over Shalad in order to receive his affections.
Yeah.
He's anxious to go over and see you.
Hi, baby. Hi. Hi.
So take the lead, Sherry.
Hi, baby boy.
Now, don't even look at Shalad.
No.
Don't even look at him.
Okay.
Don't even look at him. Ha! No. Come here. Up. No. Okay. Did you see out of the corner of your eye what he's doing to you? What he's doing to you is he's creeping up, he's taunting you, he's taking that chance. Now look right at him and go.
No. No. Shalad? No. Shalad? No.
Take the lead. Take the lead. Walk away, Sherry. Walk away. Walk away.
Shalad, come.
Grab him. Tell him to come down.
Come down.
He has no fear at all. There's no fear. He's got a huge connection when it comes to Sherry. While we are taming Shalad, you be the only person on the end of this lead.
Lisa has worked Shalad hard today. It's time for the session to end.
Are you guys comfortable? Tell me that.
Yeah.
Are you guys comfortable
Yeah.
about what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
You're scared to death, aren't you?
I just don't like getting scratched.
Look at her. See, now this is the reason. And I want you to understand, for the safety of this baby, this is the reason why we need to do it. Okay?
Okay.
If the training works, Sean hopes that Shalad will become a trusted member of his ever-growing family. Sean is not a typical monkey parent. Most monkey mums are women who want to continue being mums even after their own human children are grown up. It's 97 degrees on a summer morning in the suburb of Winter Garden, Florida. 66-year-old mom and homemaker Audrey is trying to coax her babies Cleo and Lacey out of their air-conditioned cage.
I want you to come.
4-year-old Lacey is mama's girl. She hates to be left alone. 3-year-old Cleo is the baby of the family and full of mischief.
Come here. Lacey will come.
The sisters are used to being spoilt and getting their own way.
Take a breath. I don't want to play on that one. I want to play on this one. Come on. Where does she go, Lacey?
I'm a monkey mom. That's my identity. I don't have an identity. I'm just a monkey mom. They're not animals to me. They're like little hairy people. I got you. Ha ha ha. She's being a good girl.
Audrey's human family consists of 2 grown-up sons, one of whom, Scott, still lives at home. Audrey adopted her first monkid, Lacey, 4 years ago, followed by Cleo a year later. Her husband passed away last year, so now Audrey is head of the interspecies household.
I'm fixing breakfast, I'm fixing eggs. By the time they get out, it'll be cool enough for them to eat. I love my girls. They have added so much to my life. I can't imagine life without them. It's just odd. She's hungry. I know, you were hungry, you were crying. It's tremendous, the bonding. You can see, I mean, I'm their mother.
Captive monkeys tend to have their own surrogate mum, or stuffed animal.
She brought this home when I brought her home when she was 2 weeks old, and she won't part with it. It's a simulation of the birth mother, and it's something for them to hold. It's a security, because even though she clung to me for a year, they still need something when you're not there. So this is hers. So, come on.
The very first thing that you notice, well, they've stolen from their mothers and they're put on a surrogate stuffed animal or a towel, some inanimate object. They're supposed to be on their mother's back and they're running through the forest. So they're now stuck on an inanimate object. So they're rocking themselves into oblivion. And it's just horrible to see that. That's a terrible sign.
Audrey, her son Scott and monkids pay a visit to her friend Julie for lunch.
They love everything. Everything we eat, they eat. But it's a hard choice because everything is full of sugars and carbohydrates. The favorite foods are nuts, corn on the cob, bacon, spaghetti. Any of the pasta, cooked or uncooked, they love it. Not that many, not that many. One, okay, great. Anything sweet, greasy, or salty. Oh, no sandwich for you, huh? Just junk food.
Just junk food, yeah.
Well, you're not supposed to be having junk food.
A captive monkey's diet should consist of about 70% monkey chow, which is a mix of natural products found in the forest, as well as around 30% fruit and vegetables. What Audrey doesn't realize is that she could be killing her monkids with love and tortilla chips.
In captivity, many people simply don't know what capuchins eat in the wild. So it's not that people mean bad things to happen to their animal, but we do see this kind of epidemic of obesity, diabetes, heart problems, high blood pressure, all sorts of hormonal imbalances in some of these older pet primates.
Audrey has been spoiling her monkids, but as with a human child, it's hard to say no when they want to share from her plate. Audrey is taking Cleo and Lacey to see Dr. Parrott, an exotic vet, for a checkup. Many vets will not handle primates due to their unpredictable behavior and their tendency to carry and transmit diseases. Although the monkeys are more likely to catch something from humans, as their immune systems are very delicate.
Hey, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
So,
About your 2 favorite girls.
I know.
Dr. Parrott needs to listen to Cleo's heartbeat, but Cleo gets alarmed.
She doesn't like new toys.
She's a Dixie blonde.
Yep, she's blonde.
She's active, she's... As a pet owner who has had multiple species with primates, I don't feel they make good pets for most people.
They're worse than children.
They're 24/7 and they're an ADHD kid
all the time.
At Lacey's last visit, her blood sugar was elevated. So Dr. Parrott needs to run another test to see if it has improved or become worse, so that she can make her diagnosis.
Okay. Just hang for a minute, okay? She did good.
I know, not fun. That was not fun. Mm-mm. Don't like that. I think it's as hard on me as it is for her, because I get really stressed out too. It's like your own child, you know. If they hurt, you hurt. Can't help it. It's just the love that you can't explain. Their love is unconditional. I mean, they love me no matter what I do to them, or with them, or about them, you know, because I'm all they have.
The vet has news for Audrey.
Glucose fasting is 161, which is high. Her fructosamine, which is long-term glucose control, should be 100 or less, is almost 400. So we're not controlling her sugars.
It's bad news. Lacey has diabetes, a condition where her blood sugar levels are too high. Dr. Parrott gives her long-term prognosis.
Let's try the next 3 or 4 weeks. We'll talk, and we're going to try to regulate it orally. It's either that or you're going to lose your monkey eventually, because it's going to kill her. The diabetes will kill her.
For supper tonight, they're going to have carbs because we're having spaghetti.
Okay.
But
Is it whole grain spaghetti? Whole grain, or is it regular white spaghetti?
no, it's the regular white tonight. But I usually do, you know, the whole grain or the spinach.
Audrey has a stark decision to make. Stop feeding her monkeys the wrong foods, or she will kill them.
I would not give her pasta tonight. I really would fill her up on anything you want, but not pasta.
I can give her salad.
There we go.
That evening at dinner,
Here we go. Cleo.
That's a spaghetti girl.
How about some dressing? You like dressing? You would rather have the dressing and not the salad?
Okay, no more pasta for you. You've had enough. How about some salad? It has dressing. Here, I think you had enough of those too. No! No!
Sanctuary founder Carrie Bagnall runs Jungle Friends, a large primate sanctuary in Florida. Carrie knows firsthand the damage a human diet has on monkeys.
We have a lot of diabetic monkeys. In the wild, of course, they don't get diabetes, but unfortunately, humans, and it's on the rise in humans as well, but they feed their monkeys junk. Here, Travis. They usually come in pretty bad shape. We've had them come in almost dead. So it's really a tough thing to try to keep them alive.
They currently have nearly 120 monkeys and have a waiting list for many more, but they are full.
%70 of them are expats. So the big problem we have right now are the expat problem.
Monkey parents tend to dump their monkids when they start biting.
I have never had so many calls as I get right now for monkeys needing homes. Once they bite the kids or tear up the house or escape to the neighbor's yard and tear up the neighbor, they just want the monkeys gone. This is George, and George lives with Jill. Neither one of them have any teeth. All of their teeth were removed. They probably bit the wrong person.
The monkid community uses alterations to make the monkeys less dangerous.
I recommend that people alter the monkeys. If they're going to have them in a family setting, please alter your monkeys. When you have small children, would you rather have a ripping, tearing bite, or would you rather have a bruise? It's up to you.
Many vets refuse to remove healthy teeth from an animal, so the monkid community have to find certain vets who will perform the operation.
For wild primates, if you keep them as pets, there are several things that are done to mitigate some behavioral problems that in the wild are completely normal. Their canine teeth are pulled. They are often castrated and fixed like we do our domesticated dogs and cats.
Although removing a monkey's adult canines lessens the damage they can do, they can still be aggressive and bite, leaving bruises. Michelle and Gregory know all too well what damage they can do. When they adopted their 11-day-old Capuchin monkey, Macy, they thought she was perfect, but she changed.
By the time Macy turned 3 years old, she was smart enough and strong enough that if she did not want to be caught, I could not physically catch her. She started lashing out at me to the point that she would bite me, she would draw blood, she would pull my hair, and she would not let up until she chose to do so.
It got to the point where we couldn't show affection in front of Macy because that would cause her to be very jealous, especially if she was locked up in her room. She could always see us, and that would get her really aggravated.
While 1 minute Macy could be very affectionate and loving on me, the next second she would bite me to the point that she would draw blood, I would lose skin, or she would lock on to a batch of my hair and not let go. And again, with a monkey, you're not stronger than them, and you're certainly not faster than them. I'm one of the fortunate ones. I never landed in the hospital, but there are so many other humans that ended up in the hospital with severe injuries from their monkeys.
Now that I come back and I see Macy and she gets to be a monkey and roll around and run around was the most, I get goosebumps now just talking about it. It was so rewarding.
The cost of keeping a monkey at Jungle Friends is $150 per month. The ex-monkid parents are asked for a minimum of $100 a month contribution towards upkeep, if they can afford it. Otherwise, the sanctuary relies on donations. Some monkid parents are willing to live with the risk that their primate will attack. Today, Charlene and her family are going on a barbecue to Lake Erie with monkid Michael's brother Ronnie and Daisy with Mum Cece.
Oh, I wanted that. That's so rude.
When it becomes a juvenile, it's no longer going to be the needy, clinging, adorable, and they are adorable, baby monkey. And so around that time, they might bite someone.
The last time the monkid families all went out, Charlene's kids were attacked by Daisy and Ronnie. This time, the children are trying to keep their distance.
Okay, stay there.
But monkeys are faster than humans.
Why do I get attacked by the monkey?
I did not. I'm gonna put him in timeout. He needs a nap.
Nap
time. Nap time.
There's always a chance that an animal can attack you or bite you. Even the nicest dog in the world, if you irritate them enough, they could bite you. I'm not going to get rid of them, you know, just because they have a behavior problem. I'm going to work through it.
You don't need to go eat. Now, Ronnie has met his sexual maturity. Daisy, she is getting a little bit more aggressive with other people, so I just don't let nobody touch her or hold her. Other people may look at them like, well, they're wild, they're mean, or whatever, but I don't look at them that way. Keeping people away isn't a big deal for me because I'd rather have them just to myself anyways. I'm happy just to be with my monkeys.
For Charlene and Cece, their forever babies will forever be a risk. Back in Florida, Audrey prays for her monkid Lacey's health.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you today. We were told that Lacey has diabetes, and we know that diabetes can kill. We want her to be with us for a long time, and we know that only you can make that happen. Amen. I spoil my girls as much as I can because I know that I want them to have everything that can make them happy. I'll spoil her in other ways, but not with her food, because her food now as a diabetic is critical. If I don't perform as a good monkey mom, then she can ultimately die in a very short time, and I don't want that to happen.
For Audrey, old habits die hard. She must show her monkids the right kind of love, or run the risk of losing her forever babies. Back in Virginia, Sean has been working with Shalad, but progress is gradual.
Come here. Come. It's okay. Yeah. The safety of the family is my top priority. Right now, every time we change him, the girls go into their bedroom, we close the door. When he comes out of the cage, the girls go into the other room. God forbid he ever did anything to anybody. I mean, it would really set us back in our training, and it would just, you know, really make me not trust him.
For Sean, the well-being of his family depends on whether he can persevere with Shalad's training. But the future is uncertain. The monkid community are aware that due to the controversial nature of keeping monkeys in the home, their lifestyle is under threat.
The laws are changing all over the United States with monkeys. Some states have gone so far as to ban monkeys altogether. The laws are tightening down every day, more and more and more.
But many remain defiant in the face of possible restriction.
We live in a free country, and it should be our choice and not for somebody else to make that choice for us.
There's too many people trying to take away all our rights, and I think we should always have that right to own one or not own one.
Those that sit on the other side believe monkeys shouldn't be bred in captivity for use as pets.
They go mad living in captivity. It needs to be federally that you cannot have a pet wild animal. It's wrong. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. Wrong for the monkeys, wrong for the humans, wrong in every sense of the word.
Some monkey mums will be willing to go to extreme lengths to hold on to their monkids if legislation attempts to regulate them.
If they would go to something like that, then I would move, just so I can keep them, because I couldn't be without them. We'll go monkey undercover.
The monkey chat line that I'm on, we talk about buying an island and just everybody who wants to just come and live on the island with their monkeys.
The monkey mum community is devoted to their monkids. But monkids are not children. They are monkeys. And although humans and monkeys are all primates, their natural habitat is worlds away from ours.